So this is MTASHED, right? Wait, it's already done. Jesus, that's fast. Okay, so this is MTASHED, right? This guy made a tier list, and I just want to say I made also tier list of 2.0, and my tier list is amazing. It's better than anyone else. So let's see.
Gamers,
Yes.
MTASHED here, and we're going to make a new tier list, but first I want to talk about a few key things. And if you don't watch this at the beginning of the video and you make a comment, you're going to get roasted because you need context. Number one, I am not a damage over time player. I have almost no damage over time characters built. So when I see a
Same, they're boring. Who cares? DOT characters are boring. Except Kafkazold. That's the best one. Let me, for a second, get... I need the charger right now. Ooh, it almost fell down. Okay. Let's see the stupid tier list.
A tier list like this with Kafka in S+ tier, maybe she is, but I literally have no idea what her damage potential is or
After
how easy
only
she can
her
clear
old
content.
school.
So when I'm making my tier list, I may follow along and say apparently she's really good, but I truly don't know and I cannot decide for myself. As for a lot of the other characters, whether they're support or DPS, I've built a large majority of them. But because this is a gacha game that I refuse to spend too much in, there are a few characters that I have limited usage of, and I will try to make that known. However, I do have a secondary account where I've built Huahua, I've built Argenti, I've built Jingliu, and so I do have a pretty good idea of what everyone in the game does to their nearly full potential, alright? So let's get started. I want to go over the Pride Win tier list first. This is a pretty good tool. I don't care if you disagree or you think someone should be moved up one point or another. They do some pretty decent calculations overall. They go through, they look at the multipliers, and they put in some effort here. They're not just pulling these numbers out of a hat. They do these statistics based on how much damage they'll do, and they do some calculations, and it's not going to be perfect, but it's probably good enough for what you need. This game is not hard enough for it to matter that much. So,
True. Except for I'm Disaster. I'm still struggling, but that's a game being RNG against me. I'm the best player, so.
When you see these tier lists and you see people moving up and moving down, it's probably good enough. So at the end of the day, will my tier list be different than this?
The Philips Air Fryer Combi XXL.
You're lucky that I don't have YouTube Premium. I'm dashed. You really are lucky. I do this just because of yours, what's it called?
Maybe slightly.
I watch just your ads just because of your Genshin. Just because of your Genshin shorts. I hate them. You're good, but there. I hate you. I don't play the game.
Slightly, because there's one thing that tier lists don't account, and I do care about. That's the feels. The feel crafting. Is a character easy to use? Is that character easy to build? Is that character fun to use? All these different things do come into play. So there may be someone, and I can already see him on here. Blade is lower than what I would put him because of the feel. Because of how easy he is to use. The comfort. Now,
he's just an emo. B tier. He's just an emo.
There's also Pure Fiction, which is a completely different game mode than Memory of Chaos. And you're going to see very different locations for these people. So I want to do a tier list based on my overall value, how well I think that they clear all content in the game. But again, grain of salt. Like, if I don't put Argenti in the S+ tier, someone's going to go, well, what about Pure Fiction? Well, yeah, okay, that's what he's built for, right? So let's get started. Let's create my own tier list. I'm going to give you a breakdown of pretty much every character
Okay.
and what I think of them, okay?
Physical MC.
I just want to make sure. Okay, there is Fire MC. So current physical MC is like a C tier unit or even a D tier unit. I'm sure they're probably better than you would expect, but I'm just gonna put them in the D tier, C tier, like whatever. Bailu. Okay. Bailu is a necessary evil in the game, in the early game, if you don't have any other healers, but they gave us free healers. They gave us Natasha, and now they gave us Lynx. The value of Bailu is not that great. She is pretty darn bad when you look at the free units you can get. But she is a good healer. I'm going to put Bailu in, like, the B tier. I'm going to put her in the...
I fucking hate Bailu. She's my first 5-star, right? First 5-star healer. My problem is she's RNG healing. She doesn't glance, but she has resilience. But that's fine, right? At the beginning, everyone was like, "Oh, hyping up Bailu." And I first used her. I'm like, why is everyone hyping her up? Every time I want to heal, she heals the wrong person. How can a devs make RNG healing? It's the worst thing that can happen to you. I'd rather have RNG damage than RNG healing. She was my only sustain. This Bailu was my only sustain character for a long ass time. And honestly, she is still, because I don't care about sustain that much. If I use sustain character, I use mostly for DPS with it, so. But yeah, Bailu is the worst. I for C1, I for weapon, signature weapon. I got it all from the wishes. I didn't got other 5-star, other than Yangsheng. I'm actually going to build Yangsheng because everyone is trashing him. He shouldn't be trashed. I've seen him being good at it, and you know I'm going to prove them wrong. Yangsheng is good.
B tier because, like, if you want a bunch of healing, she can keep your team alive. And if you don't have a tank unit, hypothetically, you could just put Bailu with, Lynx or someone, and you'll live. You won't die. So whatever, she's somewhere in the B tier, but is what it is. As for Bronya, she is an SS tier unit in my opinion.
S tier, A tier, don't care.
Which is very valuable and can save runs. But the biggest thing is she pushes up your turn meter. She can be used with every DPS in the game. She provides a crit damage bonus. Bronya is a god tier unit. If you get her on the 50-50 loss, it's actually kind of a 50-50 win in some cases. She's so good. I'm a very big fan. That being said, I do think that Sparkle...
I rather have Bailu than Bronya. She's doesn't look fun for me at all. Just doesn't. I just don't care about her. If you want Bronya, right, you already do enough damage. You just don't need her. Same with Sparkle. Except for the gambling girl. Then you can have Sparkle. I don't care.
The newest champion might be power creeping her, so like maybe she's S tier. But she's very good. I'm going to put her in the S tier for right now because I think she is amazing. But there's also situations where I've personally felt that Ting Yun, especially with Eidolons, is actually better for me. Might not be for everyone, but depending on the speeds that you have, I think that Bronya...
I don't use Ting Yun either. Don't care. Just don't care about it.
Gets more value when your account is further along and you can speed tune properly, most likely. But I'm going to put her in the S tier for me. Clara. I think that Clara is a unit that I haven't built enough, but I can see her potential. And I can see some situations like Pure Fiction right now where she's SSS tier. Like, she's just amazing. I think there's some situation where she's an S tier, but I think she's just like a safe A tier unit for me who doesn't get enough love. So I'm going to leave her in the A tier.
I want Clara. Before I want Himiko to choose of this 5-star selector. Now, I want Clara because I already have Himiko now. Because I'm the best gacha wisher in this game. So, Next one is Lara.
Gepard, I think, is like an A tier unit overall.
Don't care about him, he's
Definitely
blonde.
can have some S tier moments with his shielding.
I don't care
but
about him.
I haven't built him fully and like seen him in the end game. I feel like there's some downtime in survivability, depending on energy recharge and how much he gets attached to these things. I'm gonna put him in the A tier for right now. I would rather have Clara than him, personally. He's even potentially in the B tier, but I'll put him in the A tier because like the best.
Imagine Japard with a big ass shield being B tier with Bailu. What is this man cooking? What is this man cooking right now? Put Bailu then on C tier. There's no way you're putting those two guys with each other.
Functioning one is maybe A tier, and a bad functioning one is maybe in the B tier. So I don't.
No hate against Bailu, right? I have her. I have her build. I want to put her in D tier. I don't give a shit. I use her still. I still use her every day, right? Here, wait, hold up. Look, Lucas using Bailu. Do you see that? Bailu. I use Bailu in this. To fucking farm the game. You can auto play it. Fucking stupid. Stupid Bailu. She's only good with autoplay, at least she heals. When I click on the healing button manually, she just heals the wrong person.
No, this one's tough for me. This one's really tough. I think the issue, I'll tell you what the issue is, and let me explain this right after, so hopefully people see this part of the video. Here is the issue.
What's the issue?
Where is that little healer? Quantum. Where's the quantum healer?
Who's
Here's the issue.
I hope you're proud of me, MTASHED. I'm watching your ads. I'm not listening to that shit.
Is like, Lynx is a free unit, and like I think that she functions better than Gepard in some situations to keep your team alive and safe, like from the get-go.
Because she clans or what? No. What's wrong with you? Put her down. Gepard's a big brother, but A tier then. B tier on Lynx, because she's the younger sister and the youngest of the siblings.
I don't know. I have a hard time. I have a hard time with him when she exists.
Stupid. This is stupid. No. Oh my god.
He is a 5-star, and I would rather just have other 5-star units. So I think I'm gonna put him in the B tier for now. Lynx is a very good unit with Eidolons. I honestly think she's like so good, but she is a 4-star unit. I'm gonna put her in the A tier, but I'm gonna put her in like the high A tier for overall like value at the beginning of the game. I think Lynx is.
You're putting her higher than Clara? Dude, I want to see his account. I actually want to see this guy's account.
Actually a game changer. I'm sorry, but I love Lynx. I know people might not agree. If we look at like Pride Win, I'm sure it's gonna be different, but I really love Lynx. I think she's so good because she's free and she can cleanse. Ting Yun. I'm gonna put her in the S tier.
B tier.
She's gonna be by Bronya. I don't know who.
B tier, same with Bronya. Not fun to play. If you want her, you already do too much damage. You're boring.
Is going to be higher on the tier list. I think they're both cracked. There's some situations where Ting Yun is the better choice because the energy is crazy. So I really like Ting Yun. And she's more accessible. So for me, I'm going to put her higher than Bronya. I think she is better. There's situations where she's like up there. But I'm going to put her right there. Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
sure. But both B tier, please.
I'll just put it there. I think I'm only going to put like one unit in the SS tier. Welt, I think, is like an A tier unit but I'm finding more and more situations where he just isn't quite optimal. The slow and everything is good. The debuffs are fine. He is good, but I just don't think he's like crazy in a lot of situations. Maybe he's like up here, like he's still like a good A tier unit. But there's lots of situations where he doesn't feel like he's the optimal choice for me. So I like him a lot, but whatever.
I don't have him. I want him with first Clara, but he looks so goddamn cool. Swear to God, he looks so goddamn cool. I do have his light cone, and his light cone looks so cool.
Himiko. I think Himiko is
A tier, A
especially
tier,
in the modern
A tier.
day. I hate to say it, I'm putting Himiko
S
high
tier,
A tier.
S tier, right now.
Pure Fiction is a part of the game, and she makes it easier to clear Pure Fiction. So if I look at overall value on the account, I think that Himiko is like a high A tier unit. I think she's a very good high A tier unit. So I'm gonna go with that. Yang Qing, I'm gonna put in like the B tier.
A tier. No, A tier. Put A tier. A
he
tier.
can hit really hard. Like
yeah, A tier.
It's
Yes.
not his damage necessarily. It's just I think there's just better DPS units out there. And
Shut up. Shut up. He's a kid. A tier. No, that sounds wrong. That sounds so wrong. A tier because everyone is shitting on him.
his path
And the tier list, the official tier list, not real official tier list, they put him on D tier with Arlen. Are you fucking kidding me? You want me to build Arlen too and let you see how he works? I've built Ember and Genshin. Everyone's shitting on her. My Genshin, my Ember was good, amazing actually.
passive is very easy to lose and lose some of the value that he has, and so I'm gonna put him in like the B tier. I think I would rather have Gepard over him. I think I would rather almost have Bailu over him, but I
Shut up. Put that Bailu on D tier right now. Put that Bailu on D tier.
think I'm gonna put him there because I just think there's so many good healing units in the game and sustain choices. I think I'd rather have him just for the memes and for the fun. But I don't know. I think a well-built one can dish out crazy damage and people just meme on him. I don't think he's as bad as people say.
Yeah.
I think Asta is like a low A
S tier.
unit when
No
built
A tier.
properly. I just
No.
don't use her a lot. I could see her being high B as well because I just don't feel like she's the optimal choice in a lot of my teams. I might hover her here, but there's also like speedrun stuff where she's like very popular. I might put her low A because I think she's pretty good. But
Break effect Asta, high A tier. High A tier, break effect Asta. The most fun what I ever had in the game. Break effect Asta.
we'll see. Arlen, I'm gonna put him in the C tier. He's got a health mechanic that I just don't like. I think you could build him if you get Eidolons, but I'm just not a big fan. Dan Hung is probably like a B tier unit, or no, his damage is actually pretty crazy. He's somewhere in here, but he's, you know, as a free unit, like he's somewhere in there. But again, I think we've just got better choices, and like I don't know. I think we're at the stage in the game where there's so many good 5-star DPS units that it's hard for me to recommend building Dan Hung. I'm sorry, I just can't recommend it at this moment in time. He's fine, but I just think that he's like.
Of course you can still recommend it if there's a new player playing the game and he doesn't have a DPS 5-star. Build Dan Hung. I built Dan Hung for really. I didn't even build him. Build for me is like saying, oh yeah, some relics like 4-star relics maybe level 5 or 4. Yeah, it's fucking hard with it. And with some relics missing.
Even though he hits hard, I just don't think he's amazing. Herda. I think Herda is an A, or she's kind of like the same as Himiko. I'm honestly going to put her
S tier. S tier. So fun. From the very beginning till now, she has been so fun for my team.
her value up, because if you want to spam and clear Pure Fiction, she's busted. Like she's a free unit you get with all the Eidolons. She's busted for Pure Fiction, but I think in other content she's not as good, so I'm gonna put her like down here, low A. But for Pure Fiction, she's like S tier. but I'm gonna put her lower down because I think overall value on the team, there's more situations where Asta would be more valuable, and also Clara, like I don't know, Clara is.
Don't
Clara's
put
just-
it down.
I'd
Don't-
rather have her.
Don't
Hook,
put her
I'm
down.
gonna put her in the.
Hook.
I'm gonna put her in.
Child C. C.
I'm gonna put her in the B tier as a
Oh,
single target
no.
fire unit. She's all right. Nah, she's. Honestly, I'm gonna put all these units down here. I'll tell you why. I don't want to bait you into building one. I just don't think it's necessary.
What do you mean not necessary? If you're new to the game, you don't have a DPS. You get Danang for free. You can get a hook. I have C0 hook, but some people had at the beginning like C6 hook already. Like they only get hooks. Build a fucking hook. Build a hook. Build Danang. I got Danang Eidolons at the beginning a lot of times. I think I have him C2 or something right now.
I really don't. Not a DPS. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude.
March 7th. I'm gonna put her in the B tier as
A
a
tier.
sustaining unit. I can understand she's A tier, but
A tier.
I don't know. I think there's
DPS March 7. A tier.
usages for her, but
Mhm.
I think there's just better choices now. Natasha, I think as well. Early game back in the day, she was like A tier. I think she's like
C
I
tier.
think she's better than Bailu in some cases. I'm gonna put her in the B tier, high B tier. Pela is an S tier unit.
She's boring. B tier.
I know. I'll tell you why she's an S tier unit.
No.
Pela is an S tier unit because she's one of the only units in the game that can strip a buff. And in some cases, the buffs can be very powerful. So stripping buffs is a unique thing to her. She
Mhm.
also has an
Yeah.
AoE defense down. And defense down is an insanely good buff. She's very energy efficient and skill point efficient. And it's very easy to build her. She's an S tier unit because she is just so accessible. And you don't really need Eidolons for her at all. She just functions from day one. Builder. I would recommend everyone build a copy of her. She carried my other account so much. Big fan.
But I don't care. C tier.
QQ. QQ with Eidolons is an S tier unit. QQ without Eidolons is not an S tier unit. I'm going to put her in the S tier. I'm just going to assume everyone here has Eidolons. I think.
Wait, hold up. Change team for a second. Right? Let's see. Do I have Eidolons, right? For my QQ. How can I see this? Can I see character? No. Set up. Can't I see it here? Nope, I can't. Let's see. Exit. Do I have QQ? Hold up. Characters. Where's my QQ? I haven't built her, so level 40. Let's see how much islands I have. C1, let's go. Not building her. Okay, yeah. Fine by me then. And let's autoplay it back. Let's autoplay this thing back and give myself Streamlabs.
I
Okay,
think is what I'm going to do. QQ is an S tier unit.
so C tier
but I'm going to
for
put her
me.
lower down because you need Eidolons. And not everyone's going to have Eidolons. So I'm going to leave her there.
Like me.
And we'll move it around. Dot characters. Damage over time characters. I am not even going to put them on the list. Actually, or do I just listen to Pride Win? I don't know what to do about dot
If you don't want to, if you don't care about the characters,
Maybe I'll
D.
circle back. I'll think about
D.
what to do.
D.
I'm going to think about what to do for the dot characters because I've never really built them.
D.
I'm going to put Serval in like the B tier.
A tier actually.
She's fine, but I just don't know if there's a lot of places for her. She's okay, erudition, but
She's actually really good. She's not fine. She's actually really good. I foresee 6. She's really good. Not really fully built, but if I have her fully built, she is good. She is fun. I like her playstyle, and that's all. What's about is having fun.
like I don't know. I don't know. If you have E6 Serval, is she worth A tier? Probably not. Probably like a B tier. Probably like a B tier unit. And for Dot, like I just
Oh,
don't think
shut up.
there's a place for her. I'll put her in the B tier. Even the C tier, honestly. High C tier. I'd rather have Serval than some of them, but whatever.
Are you putting her in C tier? There's no fucking way, dude. There's no way.
Fire MC. I think Fire MC gets like trolled on.
A tier.
I don't know. I think Fire MC is like pretty good. I could understand being.
Dude, Fire MC is the shit. I think Fire MC is fucking great. A tier.
The B tier though.
I like
with some of
it.
the new
I like the
sustains that have come
playstyle.
out, I can understand the B tier, but like, I think that the taunt is better than people say, and
Dude,
it's
it
just the
is.
shielding isn't amazing, and if you build too much effect res, then you might not be. I don't know. You might be in issues with survivability. I think Fire MC fell off a little bit, but still has a place in my heart. Zila. I think Zila. My Zila is like high tier because she's got 2 Eidolons and a light cone, but a well-built one, like I think mathematically and statistically is worse than QQ. But with the rise of Sparkle, I think there's a rise of Zila. It's really hard for me to place her, but I think she's like a lower tier DPS, and I'm gonna put other DPSs higher on the list.
You say lower time DPS, but you're on C tier with Arlen. I dare you. I dare you, MTASHED.
So I'm gonna leave her in the S tier for sure. There's situations where she thrives, but I think I would not recommend people get her at this moment in time in the current game. Jingy 1 got a massive buff. I would rather have Zila than Jingy 1 myself. So I might get in trouble with this. But I think he's still a good unit.
Put him on B tier. Bring him home, B tier.
Especially if you've got Sparkle. But, yeah, I don't know. QQ is never better than Zila? Yes, she is. She's got AoE.
Dude, who the fuck said that? Who the fuck in the chat? Wait, Zila is so much better. Dude. No. I've seen the damage. No. It's not even close, dude. It's not
in a
even
way
close.
that can be very good in, There's no way she's above Zila? I don't know about that. The AoE in Pure Fiction is, like, really good, and, she can hit really, really hard. I don't know. And this is with Eidolons. QQ is overrated? I don't think she's...
QQ is
I mean,
overrated.
I don't know. I could put her there. I think Jing Yuan is pretty good, though. You want me to do that? Is that better? Is that a better community choice? All right.
Nah, your chat doesn't know. Your chat
QQ is
doesn't
really
know.
bad in Pure Fiction? I don't know. I can imagine that your edition is pretty good. Silverwolf. I think Silverwolf is an S tier unit, but I think she is in some cases worse than Pela.
C tier, don't care. Put it with Arlen. If you vote for Silverwolf, you are weak. You are a weak little person that was struggling to wish on something. Unlike me, I am strong. I ignored Silverwolf, and I was struggling in the game. So C tier.
I think she is more valuable than you might think, and I'll tell you why. Here's the follow-up. This gamer right here. Where are you? Dr. Ratio. I think Dr. Ratio, at least on my account, is a better unit than Zila for me with Silverwolf. Dude, my
I still
Dr.
need to
Ratio
build
is
him.
absolutely crushing content in a way that I just did not expect.
I still need
He's
to build
so
him.
busted with
Mhm.
my Silverwolf. And I'm a huge fan. I'm just a huge fan. I would recommend everyone build their Dr. Ratio. I think he's crazy. Luocha is an S tier sustain unit. Overall value on the account is like pretty.
I'm Mayra, and this is
Hello,
Final
Mayra.
Fantasy XIV Online. It's the critically acclaimed MMORPG celebrated for its deep and
Badass.
engaging story. You can start your
So
adventure for
boring, this
free
game.
and join our welcoming community.
Welcoming community to my ass.
I don't know. He's like pretty damn good, but I think he
Blonde, A tier.
got power crept if I'm being honest with you. But I still think he's a good pickup.
This just who power grabbed. By who? By Lynx? Got he power grabbed by Lynx?
I think he's just like in the middle somewhere. Yukong has some potential, but she's like hard to speed tune and get going, and she needs all her idle ones. I'm gonna put her in the B tier. I'm gonna put her in the low B tier. She has potential, but just doesn't have the usage. All right, here's the one that I do not agree with anyone on. Blade in the A tier. Okay, I understand blade damage might not be the best. Like, blade damage might be here for some people. I do not care what people say. I think blade is absolutely busted. I think blade is so busted in this game. I think he is so comfy to play. I think he is so fun to play. There's no shot he's on S tier. But I do think that Dr. Ratio, for me, might crush content, like harder content, but he's just comfy as hell to play. I think I would put him like middle to high S tier.
Never used him.
So good in my opinion.
Never used him.
Dan Hung. With recent buffs, I would consider him at the top of S tier, maybe even S tier in some cases. I think Dan Hung is very, very good as a DPS, especially with Sparkle. I think Sparkle is opening some big doors. So, very, very good unit.
So many S tiers.
First one is an SS tier unit. Is the first SS tier unit, in my opinion. I will explain why.
Fine. I don't like Ray
because she works in every team there's ever been, bro.
Don't care.
And I'm only putting like one or two people up here.
I don't fucking care if she works with any fucking character. I don't care. Then you can do the same with Bilo. Yo, how are you? I'm doing great. How are you, mate? I don't fucking agree with you, MTASHED. I don't agree. Put it down, S tier. Minimum. Maximum S tier. I would even argue A tier. I don't give a shit about her. Nice. Doing papers. Can't that's school stuff, right? Haven't been at school since a long time. Luckily, I'm out of that shit. Don't want to deal with that paperwork for it. Ugh. Crazy.
And honestly, maybe this, like maybe.
So wait, you say maybe on Danaan? Are you kidding me? But not maybe on the pink-haired pony girl. Oh, dude, Silverwall, bring that shit down. Bring that thing down. Doesn't deserve S tier. Only mono quantum. That's the only good thing about Silverwolf. The rest, nah. Fuck that. Eh, no, Silver Wolf is for weak people who were struggling at the beginning of the game. I was struggling at the beginning of the game, but I ignored her. Ugh. Okay, let's see.
Maybe with Sparkle. Actually, do you know what? Maybe with Sparkle he is SS tier. The game has changed. I'm gonna put him up there. And I'm
Good,
gonna
finally.
put her up here because of her allowance of the skill points. I'm gonna put her up here.
Yep. Yep, I agree. I agree with that. Except the pink girl. Bring that shit down.
Maybe higher up than him.
Not with Sparkle. In my opinion, I think Dan Hang is better than Jingnu right now. In my opinion. And she looks so much more fun than this the sleep fast of Jingyu. This guy's not. No, this guy's not. This guy is not a meme of the community. He's a 5-hat. He's an actually 5-hat. No, this is all about having fun. His tier list is about fun to play, good damage and stuff, all this shit together. So it's not really about character comparison, it's more about like the more fun about the game, all those things together. Still think that this is, he shouldn't be on B tier. I should put him higher. But yeah, whatever. It's his opinion. I don't have Danang, so I have Danang, the better version, the 4-star. No. Yeah. I need Ashley to build up. Every people say he's D tier. Needs to sit down for a second. He deserves not to be D tier. He's actually good. Okay, I'm hearing out right now. I don't like using Zheng Sheng. Valid opinion. I don't use him either. I'm putting him on A. Just put Kafka, Jinglu, Danhang on S tier. Everyone else is A. People go on SU with bots and hit like truck. Yeah, nah. That's being boring DPS mains. I don't like it that in here. Like, my opinion, these two C tier, in my opinion. They're boring. The kids are boring. I don't give a shit about those two. But hey, that's just my opinion. Sadly, game fucked me losing Black Swan. Oof.
But not as high as Fushuan. I think Fushuan is the best character in the game. And then I think Jing Liu is the best DPS in the game because of...
Get that shit out of my screen. Put it down. Put it down. No way. Fuck's sake.
She's so easy to use, bro. She's got such AoE. She's just such a brain dead good unit that it's hard not to put her there.
My opinion, why she should be lower? I hate her voice lines. She can't speak one sentence normally in the game, and it frustrates me. so much. Her whole story quest, I was getting anxiety just from her speaking to me. Oh, shut up, you whale. I know you're a whale. You pulled on her, you whale. Wait, does she stream? Does her VA stream? No, that's funny. That is funny, actually. Yeah.
That's what I think. Now, this is gonna shock and awe people. I think Huahua is way better than Luocha. I mean, not like way better. I think Huahua is cracked, bro.
She's fucking annoying. I like her fox pattern. Wow, it's so annoying.
I think
Whatever,
she
let this man cook for a second.
Gross tier. I think she's so valuable with her energy recharge and her cleansing and her healing, and I love Huahua. I'm a very big fan of Huahua. I think she's on my other account.
He is not bright, trust me. He's not bright.
I just
400k followers, that's insane. That's actually insane. Holy shit.
didn't know how good she was, but she is like very high tier for me. Overall, super good unit.
Yo, Yotsuki, thank you for the follow. And what can I say? Welcome to the Milkers. It is cringy, but I always say that to people.
Argenti, I can understand being in the A tier in some content, but I can also understand him being in the S tier. I think if I look at him overall, I'm gonna put him in the S tier, and I think I would rather have him than I think I'd rather have him than Jing Yuan, but I still do like my Zila. I'm gonna put Argenti in the S tier because he can hit really hard, and I don't know. I think he just fills some gaps in the physical roster. So I'm gonna put him up there. I know that people might not like it, but I like him. I like him quite a bit.
Nah, sure, you can put him in A tier. I don't give a shit about him. A tier then.
I have him on my other account, and he carries. Ruin Mei is an SS tier unit. If I'm putting a
Let me think for a second. I have an opinion. I have a opinion about her. I have her C1. I have a big opinion about her. SS tier, really? Whoa. I know. I didn't like her on the tutorial. So the main reason why I skipped her. I just couldn't care less. It's not meta, it's fun. Kinda meta. Fun. Low investment, I guess, too. Just mostly about the feeling, his feeling. It's about his feeling, I guess. I want to bring Rowan May down a bit. They're not an SS tier. Controversial opinion. I have her. She is really good, but I found more enjoyment with my Break Effect Asta than with Break Effect Rowan May. I just couldn't care less about what my Rowan May is doing on the field. I don't know. I just don't like it. that much. So I'm but go likable. Yeah.
Unit up here.
Don't say mommy tier. No. No mommy tiers here. No mommy tiers here.
Like, I almost want to do that because I'm biased. I almost want to do that. Anyone that's in this SS tier, if you don't have them on your account, it's like a very high consider getting unit because they work in so many teams.
I only have 4. The rest don't care.
They're so good.
Mhm.
Ruin May is up here, and I think Ruin May is like this. Ruin May might be like this. Is Ruin May better than Sparkle? Yes.
100%. I agree with that. She's better than Sparkle. Is she more fun to play than Sparkle? Probably not. Yeah.
She works in more teams and will work in more teams. Ruin May is better than Sparkle. I think Fu Xuan is better because I can support my units with other units, but no one does what Fu Xuan does as good, in my opinion. I think Ruin May is like the second best unit in the game. I think Hanya is like one of those units that can be up here. I think she's really good.
She is the most generic looking person around, Hanya. Oh boy.
I like Hanya if you don't have Sparkle quite a bit. The value she brings, like, I don't know, dude. I think she's like pretty good. But at the same time, are you gonna have multiple copies of her? I'm gonna put her in the low A tier. Because my Hanya was a game changer for my account. But then I look at just like Sparkle, and it's like, why would you build 2? And so then I'm like, she's like a B tier unit because it's just.
I still can't believe you put Shepard with Bailu at the same tier. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. Nobody plays it. I don't know. I never met met a Hanya player before, so I don't know. This whole tier looks so weird. He put fucking Sorval lower than Bailu. This whole shit is so funny to see this thing. Oh my god.
There's just a way better option. So it's like, I don't want you to waste resources building her. Do you know what I mean? But I do think she's good. I think she's surprisingly good. But is she better than Japard? No. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put it there. I don't mind that. And now we're getting into territory where it's leaks or we don't know, or just some like fillers. Like,
Don't you dare
is, like,
80
somewhere in here. I don't know. She's like a B tier unit for me.
low tier B tier unit? Really? Really? Low tier B tier? And that's weird, man. That's weird. So she's probably a 4-star, that's why you put it on. Oh, you're lucky that you don't have Bailu. I'm very happy. I'm very happy for you.
And now we got a lot of dot units. This is like another like DPS I can't recommend, but like potentially is good.
Potentially is good.
This is like a
Because it's a 4-star character, you put it on C tier, like the fucking like Arlen and physical MC.
interesting one, hard to build. I think like, I don't know, like a B tier unit, like if built well, but I just think it's like niche.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Same. I thought building her, I tried to throw a bit, I was like, nah, can be bothered.
Where to put her, bro? I don't know where to put her. I have no idea. And then now we got all these different units. So let's get started with the ones that I know of. I think Topaz is
S tier. 100% that's tone
either
butter A tier.
high A, or she's in the S tier.
S tier.
Because everyone gets Dr. Ratio, and she's kind of crazy, and she's kind of like the Kafka of follow-up. So if you've got Dr. Ratio, if you've got, you know,
If you put her on A tier and Kafka on S tier, I'm mad. I'm actually mad.
follow-up units, she's just more valuable. But if you don't have any that you want to build, or they're not your favorite type,
There's no way. Don't put her nasty.
I think I'm
Don't
gonna
put her
her
in A tier.
in this tier list here somewhere. I think just because she's like depends on your who you're using, she's not as good. But I think she can be an S tier unit, and there's gonna be more follow-up units in the future. So I think she's gonna be an S tier for me, personally.
I agree. There's no way you put Kafka and Topaz on different tiers. There's no way. There is no way.
And then here's the tough stuff: is all these dot characters and then other leaked characters. So
Dot
I have a
characters.
hard time placing them, and I need like a whole disclaimer here of like I don't know where to put them exactly. Because I just haven't built them.
Dot characters. Sleep fast characters, I would say.
Now, if we go off Pride Win, tier lists, yeah, like they're putting Kafka in like S plus tier, and that makes sense.
I don't agree putting an S plus. Swap these two around.
Because she's like the only person that does what she does. So this makes sense. Kafka is a dot enabler. I'm gonna put all the dot units at the end though, because I just haven't built them. So Kafka is gonna be an SS tier unit because she's an enabler.
Why? God damn it. V, if you want to join the Discord, you can join the Discord. Oh. And also, V, if you want, I know you have Prime subs. You better give me the Prime sub so I get that 50 euros, you know?
But Black Swan, like, she is good. Like, she's like up here. I get it, but I don't know. Obviously, she's up here, and people are gonna get confused. But I'm just gonna put her.
You are a very rich person, just saying. No, I don't care about subs. I don't care if someone subs. Care mostly about viewership, I guess, and follows. Like, it's fun to see the older people watching me. You know, if they have fun, it's all good for me. So, thank you very much, Yotsugi. Thank you very much for the P. That's not my doing. That's all Gio's doing. Just saying.
Nope.
Thank you. There, but she is good. She's a very good. She's like the damage dealer of Dot. And then let's see what Pridewood did for everything else.
Dude, you're not just gonna copy everything from that stupid S tier list. They don't know anything.
A tier for them. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sure. Somewhere in the A tier. Is she in the A tier?
No.
I'm just gonna put all of them in the A tier.
Okay.
They're just like good.
Great.
I thought Gwen Eifen would be higher. Maybe she's not as valuable as I thought. Maybe because burn isn't as good, but
No, yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with Pride Win. There's a lot. They put fucking they put Yangxing with Arlon, and nah. I don't agree with that statement.
I like Gwynifen. I'm gonna put her in the A tier. I think she's also gonna go in the A tier for me because she can work with Dr. Ratio if you have Eidolons. So I like Gwynifen. So again, this is my biased tier list. I've rated some people higher because I think they're more valuable. But let's just explain this. If you don't have the S tier units, other than her, because she's in her own category of Dot, if you want Dot, she's a must-have.
Okay.
If you don't play Dot, then you don't want her at all, which is like me. If you don't have any of these units, they're probably going to be a crazy pickup for your account. As for the S tier, like, I could move any of these up here realistically. A lot of them are crazy overall value on your account. But the more units of a particular type you have, the less value people get. So let me explain. If I have Fushuan and I have Huahua, Luocha is starting to lose value because I've got two really good, like, kind of sustaining units for my account. Do I need a third one?
So if you already have Luocha, why do you want Huo? Why did you pull from Huo or Fushuan? My question. But whatever. That's my counter argument then.
Right? If I've got Ruin Mei and I've got Sparkle and I've got a E6 Tingyun, do I need to build my Bronya?
No, you don't.
Do I need to start building some of these other supports? And that's where you need to look at your account. Is where are you right now? Same thing goes with DPS. If you've already got multiple DPS, like, think about it this way.
The only thing with dots are Kafka is just a dot enabler. Same with Topaz is a follow-up enabler. That's why they're so good.
You already have a god tier imaginary unit in the game. So everyone has one element, Dr. Ratio, covered. And so if you have Dr. Ratio, you have Blade, you have Jingliu, you've got like 3 major elements covered. And so you need to start looking at maybe other elemental coverage or other DPS units. But you have to look at your own account and judge and take everything I say with a grain of salt. And there's going to be situations where all these units thrive. Right now, in pure fiction, I think that Dr. Ratio, even though he's a follow-up unit, he didn't feel good. He didn't feel as strong. So, there's going to be situations where they just don't thrive the way you could. So, this is how I'm feeling at this moment in time. I think the only one I would move is maybe Huahua. I think I would maybe move her up here. Maybe I would move her up there. Or like just like really high S tier. I just think you can get by with like healing and cleansing. And like these support units are just so universally good that
Love to see that.
make you blow up things that you don't need to heal.
Is that everything?
So,
that's everything. If it isn't the Wii music on Spotify, I agree. You know what? Do I have my... Let's see. My tier list for a second. Hold up. I need to find this tier list. As S tier. Dr. Ratio perfectly. Only I have a Genti also an A. Oh no, it's S tier. Nah, I still think my tier list is way better. My tier list is way better than this. This tier list is garbage compared to mine. Jinglu on F tier, I fucking still agree with that statement. Akron D tier, still agree with that statement. I still gotta agree with it. Pushwang down, not SS tier. Just C tier. Who cares about her?